Have you ever wondered why she suddenly changed? Why her voice became cold, her eyes distant, her touch empty, while her words still sounded sweet? She says she loves you. She says you are everything. But deep down, something feels wrong. Like there's a secret she's hiding. A truth you were never supposed to know. And here's the shocking part. Most men will live their entire lives never realizing what it is. They will give their love, their loyalty, their heart, only to wake up one day broken, confused, and asking themselves, what went wrong? But tonight, I'm going to reveal the secret. The one women will never admit out loud. The one that hides behind their smiles, their soft words, and their gentle touch. The secret that turns love into a game, and you into a pawn. Are you ready? Because once you hear this, you'll never look at women or relationships the same way again. Here's the problem most men never see. Women don't play the same game you play. When you love, you give. You sacrifice. You show loyalty. But when many women love, they test, they calculate, they control. This is the part no one dares to say out loud. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how she says one thing and does another? She says, I just need space, but spends her nights posting pictures designed to make you jealous. She says, you're the only one I want, yet she keeps doors half open to men from her past. She says, I care about you, but her actions slowly bleed your energy, your confidence, your freedom. This isn't random. This is the hidden script. The quiet manipulation that almost no man ever notices until it's too late. And here's the dangerous truth. She doesn't even need to lie. She lets you lie to yourself. She lets you believe what you want to believe, while she pulls the strings from behind the curtain. That is the secret game, and it's time you learn the rules. Let's break it down. There are 3 deadly truths women will never say out loud. First, she doesn't love you the way you love her. For you, love is loyalty. It's about staying through no matter what. But for her, love is conditional. It depends on how much power she feels she has. If she senses weakness, her love fades. If she senses strength, her desire grows. Her heart doesn't attach to sacrifice. It attaches to control. Second, every sweet word hides a test. When she says, I don't care if you talk to other women, what she really means is, I want to see if you'll take the bait. When she says, do whatever you want, what she really means is, I want to know if you still fear losing me. Every word, every silence, every mood swing, it's all a test. And here's the cruel part. If you pass, she raises the bar. If you fail, she punishes you. Third, she needs the game more than she needs you. This is the most dangerous truth of all, the drama, the confusion, the emotional roller coaster. That is her oxygen. She thrives on it. Because deep inside, stability bores her. Safety feels empty. So she creates storms just to feel alive. And you become the lightning rod. See it now? This is not about love. This is about control. This is about power. This is about a secret addiction to emotional chaos that she will never admit out loud. But let's go deeper. Because the real poison is subtle. It's not in the fights. It's not in the tears. It's in the little things you ignore. The way she compliments you, but always with a hidden edge. You're smart, for someone like you. The way she withholds affection, until you beg for it. The way she goes silent, and lets your mind tear itself apart, wondering what you did wrong. This is psychological warfare, a game designed to make you doubt yourself, to weaken you, to make you dependent on her approval, her attention, her love, and, once you are hooked, she doesn't need to control you anymore. You control yourself. You become your own prison guard, adjusting your words, your actions, your dreams, just to keep her happy. That's the trap. That's the secret women will never admit. Not because they don't know it, but because if they said it out loud, the game would be over. Now, let me give you the hardest truth of all. The climax. The one no man wants to face. Are you ready? Here it is. She never truly loved you. Not the way you loved her. Not with the same depth, the same loyalty, the same sacrifice. What she loved was the way you made her feel. What she loved was the power she held over your heart. What she loved was the control. And when that control fades, so does her love. That's why she can walk away so easily. That's why she can replace you so quickly. Because it was never you she loved. It was what she gained from you. Your attention, your devotion, your energy, your soul. That is the cruelest secret of all. And that is why men suffer in silence, broken by questions that never had answers. But now you know. And the question is simple. What will you do with this truth? Will you stay blind, pretending everything is fine, while the game continues to drain you? Or will you finally open your eyes, recognize the manipulation, and take back your power? Because here's the reality. You only have two choices. Stay the victim, or rise as the man who cannot be controlled. Do not waste time. Do not wait for her to change. Do not hope for the game to stop. It never will. You must be the one to stop it. You must be the one to break the pattern. You must be the one to reclaim your strength. Because the secret women will never admit is that deep down, they fear the man who knows the game. They fear the man who cannot be manipulated. They fear the man who sees the truth, so the choice is yours. Remain the pawn, or become the player. Decide now, because time will not wait. But maybe right now you're thinking, not all women are like this. Surely some are different. And yes, that's exactly what she wants you to believe. Because the most effective trap is the one that looks harmless. It's like a spider's web. You don't see the danger. You don't notice the sticky threads. You just walk straight into it, thinking you're safe, until you can't escape. That's how it works. Not with violence, not with open lies, but with subtle games that feel too small to matter, until they destroy you piece by piece. Think back. How many times have you excused her behavior? How many times did you say, she didn't mean it, she just had a bad day, while she cut you with silent treatment or poisoned your mind with jealousy? How many times did you believe her words over her actions? She promised she'd never leave, yet she pulled away every time you showed weakness. She promised you were the only one, yet her phone was full of old friends she never let go of. This is not coincidence. This is programming. This is the hidden script women are taught to play, and men are never taught to detect. Here's another layer of the secret. Control is more intoxicating to her than love, because love makes her vulnerable, but control makes her powerful. And deep inside, power feels safer than love. That's why she will never admit it. She doesn't want to be seen as manipulative, calculating, or selfish. She wants to be seen as the victim, the one who just wanted love, the one who gave everything, the one who cries in the end. While you are painted as the villain, that's the final twist of the knife. Not only does she break you, she convinces the world she was the one who was broken. And you remain silent, because no one believes a man who says, she manipulated me. They'll laugh. They'll tell you to move on. They'll never understand the depth of the poison. That's why this message is not for the world. It's for you, the man who's tired of being blind, the man who's ready to see the shadows behind the smile. Let me give you the signs most men ignore, the red flags that scream danger, but are disguised as love. 1. Her mood changes become your responsibility. If she's sad, it's because you didn't do enough. If she's angry, it's because you didn't listen. If she's cold, it's because you weren't the man she needed. You start carrying her emotions on your back until your own soul breaks. 2. She rewards you with affection only when you obey. She's sweet when you follow her rules, but when you challenge her, when you stand firm, when you refuse to bend, she withdraws. And suddenly, you feel like you've lost everything. That's not love. That's conditioning, like training a dog with treats and punishment. 3. She talks about the future, but lives in the drama of the moment. One day, she's dreaming about marriage, kids, a house together. The next day, she's threatening to leave, crying, breaking down. She keeps you spinning between hope and fear. And in that chaos, you can never think straight. These are not accidents. These are not quirks of personality. They are weapons. Soft, invisible weapons. Weapons she will never admit to using. Here's another truth that hurts. You were chosen not because of who you are, but because of what you could give. Ask yourself, did she truly see you? Your soul, your essence, your pain, your dreams? Or did she see your potential to provide, protect, and sacrifice for her benefit? Be honest, because for many men, The answer is brutal. She saw the opportunity, not the man. She saw the benefit, not the love. And when the benefits fade, so will she. That is why you must never forget. Her love is not permanent. It's conditional. It's transactional. And when the transaction no longer pays her, she walks away without hesitation. So what's the way out? How do you escape this invisible prison? It starts with one thing. Seeing clearly. Most men refuse to. They'd rather hold on to the illusion. They'd rather believe in the fantasy of forever love. But clarity is power. You must see her not for what she says, but for what she does. Not for what she promises, but for what she hides. Not for what she claims to be, but for the power she secretly seeks. And when you see it, truly see it, everything changes. Because once you recognize the game, you stop playing by her rules. You stop chasing her validation. You stop bending for her moods. You stop bleeding yourself dry just to keep her happy. Instead, you build your own frame, your own strength, your own identity that cannot be shaken by her storms. And here's the secret ending she'll never tell you. The moment you stop being controlled is the moment she either respects you or leaves. And if she leaves, good, because you didn't lose love. You escaped a prison. But if she stays, then for the first time, the power shifts. She can no longer manipulate you with silence. She can no longer weaken you with jealousy. She can no longer poison you with confusion, because you finally see the secret. You finally know the truth she'll never admit out loud. So let me leave you with this final warning. Every man has two paths. The first is the easy path. Ignore the signs. Believe the words. Accept the manipulation. But that path leads to emptiness, to heartbreak, to years wasted in confusion. The second path is the hard one. It requires awareness, discipline, strength. It means refusing to be a pawn in her game. It means walking away when your soul is being drained. It means choosing truth over illusion. Most men will never choose the second path. But if you've listened this far, maybe you're not like most men. Remember this. The greatest secret women will never admit is that they only respect the man who cannot be controlled. The man who sees the game. The man who plays by his own rules. Be that man. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now, because the clock is ticking. And every second you wait, the web grows tighter. Decide today. Escape the trap. Take back your power. The choice is yours.